Okay, so little dog coming up here. We've got, what have we got? So we've got the dog coming up, and this is at a 0.5 or 0.6, so it looks much further away than they are. They're not that far away actually, they're only about 15 metres at the most coming towards us, this party. And then we've got another 2 parties coming with 2 dogs. Well done, son. Well done. Lovely, pal. Good boy. Nice, but well done. Now you see how he's offered that? Yeah, I know. There you go. Lovely. Okay, and we'll see how he goes with this little dog. Well done. Nice. And I'm just going to gently walk past. Lovely. Okay, so the rule is just now you can greet off-lead dogs, but we're not greeting on-lead dogs. So if the cockapoo walking towards us wants to come in and greet him, we will facilitate that. Lovely, son. Well done, my boy. Okay, so that's the cockapoo being called. Well done. Lovely. Nice. Easy, easy. Nice pup. Well done. Nice choice from him. Morning. Nice and gently. Gently. Okay. Now, the other thing that might happen there is cockapoo is off lead. Ran past, not at speed, but did pick up her pace. And that then has an influence on his behaviour. Okay, so if somebody runs past you on the street and gives you a fright or just that additional movement, then we react and recover from that. Well done, son. Good lad. You ready? This way, pal. Good boy, pup. Well done, son. Nice. Gently. And again, okay, couldn't get to see the other dog races through the environment. So again, something else that we're working on as we're moving through here. Just helping him work on that lovely pup. Well done, my boy. Well done. Nice. There we go. Alright, now I'm using a fair amount of food reinforcement here. And again, I've upped the level of reinforcement I'm using with food. He is very motivated by food, and that helps him. So because it's a new thing that we're doing, I help him more, so I reinforce smaller chunks of behaviour, if you like. Okay, and just lastly on this clip, I'm going to move forward here. Let's just see what the angle is like. As he moves forward, this line is 5 metres long. Okay, so that's how far he is away from me just now, and it's just that the 0.5 or 0.6 lens is making it look much further away than that. The little dog approaching us, this dog's on lead, so again the rules just now. Well done, my boy, well done, son. The rule for this is that we don't greet other dogs when they're on lead just now, okay? He can greet the dog if he's on lead and the other dog is off lead. That's fine, I'm happy doing this, but for this morning we are, well done, lovely pup. Sonny Jim. Yeah, nice. Good lad, you ready? Sit. Good boy, down. Lovely, son, well done. So as this fella's walking past with his dog, lovely. And you can go back and look at the start of this clip. Well done, my boy. Go back and look at the start of this clip, and you saw as he approached the dog, he did turn around and check in with me. So we're building other cues in the environment that the presence of another dog is a signal for him to come in and check in with me. So my movement, how I'm handling the lead, the presence of the other dog, where I'm standing in relation to the path, all of these become cues for him to check in with me. And again, they're not 100% reliable just now, and that's fine. As we're, I just think that you've probably heard me saying this before, we have greater expectations of our dogs than we do of ourselves. Any of your behaviour 100% reliable? You know, does your boss or your colleague come in and ask you to do something and immediately you drop everything and do it straight away? There's other factors at play. You might not even hear what they say some of the time because you're so involved in another piece of work. And having that, easy pal, easy, having that understanding of our own behaviour allows us some sort of empathy for our dog. Alright, so there's nothing much doing just now. If he doesn't want to stop and sniff, the likelihood is, because he can see the path, we're going this way, okay? I'm going to change direction. I'm going to drift over to the left. Alright, so my hips are pointing to the left, he's going to come with me. I move over to the left, see if he wants to smell at this side. If he doesn't, start moving forward again. If he starts racing forward like that, I'm going to drift over to the right. And all of the things that I'm doing here are just to try and say to him, mate, can you stay within the boundary of this lead as we're moving? Okay, so that's better there. So as he's sniffing there, I'm going to continue to walk forward. I'm now walking backwards in the direction I'm going, but it's just so you can see him. And we move forward. Oh, someone's left the shopping trolley. Okay, so you see him starting to move further forward there, so that's him picking up his speed. I'm going to drift over to the left. He's going to join me. Alright, and then back to the way that we're going. Easy, pal. So I'm going to drift over to the right this time. Now, another few parties coming towards us on this path. The path is not narrow, okay, however you can see there's a fence on one side and the hedgerow on the other. We've got one dog coming as far as I can see just now. Alright, so he might stop at this post. Answer's no, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to wait until he checks back in with me before we move forward again. Now, this is not stop starting lead walking. That's not what I'm doing here. I don't think that stop starting works when, you know, the dog pulls and you stop, and when the dogs give you slack in the lead, you start walking again. I think all that does is teach your dog to stop and start. What I'm doing here is seeing if he can hold himself and do other things. So, lovely pup, well done, like that. Alright, so he checked in with me there, and I'm going to move across into the grassy area, and I'm going to see if he will sniff more, which is what he's doing just now, which is a little bit better. Easy, pal. Now, that is the dog, okay, and he's held himself there. You're alright, it's okay, he's fine. Yeah, he's totally fine. Well done, pup. Well done, son. Lovely, pal. Wee one's likely just to walk past him anyway, so. Good boy, son. Well done. Okay, so we've got wee border collie there, and cockapoo. Now, the other thing that I always do, you heard me saying there with that party walking past, because I know he's friendly and I know my own skills, and again you're asking people to trust your ability, which is fine, okay, we have to communicate in some way. The party, as they were approaching, started lagging back a little bit, and the dog was started to lag back, and a big part of the reason why the little dog was lagging and not coming into his space was because he was staring at the dog, or certainly looking with direct eye contact at the dog. For him, it's because he's like, oh, I get to see that other dog, but the other dog doesn't know that intention, and by doing this with him and practicing this, it gets his head down, and when his head comes down, and as he's doing just now, and his nose comes down, the other dog is more likely to approach him and for them to have a social interaction. So he actually stops a lot of other dogs. Lovely pup, well done. Nice, there we go. And what I was acknowledging there was you can rewind that a second, it was his ears relaxing towards me. Okay, so we've got the two, it's a Bedlington and a Jack Russell, I think. I haven't got my glasses on, so well done, son. Yeah, lovely, pal, well done. Okay, now you saw there that verbal praise tells him he's doing well and acts as a cue. Morning. He's totally fine, he's fine, he's fine. Yeah. Gently, gently. Good boy, son, well done. Lovely. Easy, thank you. Thanks very much, folks. Nice, I know, well done. Okay, now, you also get, I don't know if you heard that there was a little from him there. And that's, you can hear him there, just that huffing. And that is him just kind of relieving that he's feeling. So what we got there was, this is why I always say, just as I was talking about communicating with the people that you're approaching, I know he's fine, I know my skills in the lead. I would have stopped him, and I did stop him there from rushing Oreo, and I don't know Oreo, okay, but she came in to say hi. Because I'm standing to the side and he is on the lead, other people might read those signs that he is not cool. So what I try and do is reassure them that he is cool and that I have got it under control, okay? And the worst that happens there, the absolute worst that happens with him is he rushes towards the other dog gets a little bit of a fright and runs away, and that generally happens if the other dog approaches him, and it's because he kind of bull rushes, he just goes in too strong. And if he was able to relax a little bit more, he would get a little bit more social interaction with other dogs. But he's doing good this morning.